This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, R. Kelly was in court again yesterday, and a Chicago-based physician specializing in internal medicine appeared and testified that he had been treating R. Kelly since 1994. His name is Chris McGrath, and he said that R. Kelly knowingly infected women with herpes in violation of public health laws that require people who have an infectious venereal disease to notify their partners about that diagnosis. They said it's difficult to prove because it's not easy to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant knew he was infected when the sexual intercourse took place. However, testimony from a doctor who was treating R. Kelly is damning evidence. It shows that as far back as 2007, R. Kelly knew he had a venereal disease. If it can be proven that he knew and that he continued to have sexual intercourse, then the offense can be proven against him. Now, he also did not pay for his medical services at all. He actually would give the physician and his wife free tickets to concerts and sometimes pay for them to travel to concerts around the country.
Yikes.
Yeah, they said he was taking vouchers.
Why would the physician take that as a payment?
Maybe he felt like, treat you and I just want some tickets and some trips. You could do that if you so choose. And Azriel Clary, who is one of his former girlfriends, you saw her also on Surviving R. Kelly, is going to testify against him in his federal sex crimes case, even though her family says there have been attempts to scare her away from going through it. According to her father, he told TMZ nobody's forcing his daughter to testify. It's her decision based on her belief that what Kelly did to her and others is wrong, and she wants to do it for the sake of justice and to show what a monster he truly is. Whew, it's a lot. Remember, there was a lot of things going on. They said her stress level is really high as she's preparing. Her car was set on fire last year, and a man did plead guilty in that case, if you guys recall when all of that happened. So she's, of course, scared about that.
And that's only the first trial. I'm surprised none of this is being documented.
What do you mean?
Like aired on TV or something.
Yeah, they said that people aren't allowed in the courtroom except for everybody working and the jurors and the alternates, too. All right, now Britney Spears is under investigation for an alleged battery on one of her longtime housekeepers. There was an argument over her dogs, and Britney and her camp are saying the housekeeper is making it up and the case will go nowhere. Deputies were alerted to that incident Monday at her house. The housekeeper told cops she had taken one of her dogs to the vet, claiming that there were issues with the treatment of the pet. The housekeeper claims that Britney confronted her when she got back, and they argued about the dog, and then allegedly she says that Britney slapped her phone out of her hands. Initially, the housekeeper called deputies to the house, but then went to file a report at the station. So Britney's side is saying this is untrue.
Who's watching over Britney now? I know they said her dad wasn't watching over her anymore. Is anybody or no?
I don't know who she lives with right now, but she does have her camp around. She has her housekeepers, and her man. All right, Larry David said he was relieved to be cut from Barack Obama's birthday party guest list.
He didn't want to show up. I know that feeling. When you really don't want to go nowhere, you're like, yes, thank you for canceling.
Remember we talked about his big party in Martha's Vineyard. He had to scale back the guest list, and a lot of people were uninvited, like David Letterman, Stephen Colbert, Conan O'Brien. Larry David was one of those people. He told the New York Times that he was happy he didn't have to show up. He said the reason was he had assumed that he was going to be asked to perform a comedy set at the party. And he went into a tailspin trying to think of what routine he could come up with in 3 days. Then he got the call informing that he had been cut from the guest list. He said, I was pretty glum when I finally called back his assistant. When he told me I was 86 from the party, I was so relieved. I screamed, thank you, thank you. He must have thought I was insane. Then I hung up the phone, poured myself a drink, and finished my crossword puzzle.
That's right. He didn't want to show up anyway. I'll tell you one thing, though. You cut all in media personalities like Stephen Colbert and David Letterman. Wait till y'all little books come out, okay? And we don't let y'all on our shows.
Yeah, but the thing is, how did they get this list of people being cut? Like, should
What
that
do you
be,
mean?
Like, the list goes out. Yeah, I'm cutting this person.
No, they called people the same way they literally called people and told them, "Hey, we're making cuts to the party."
Stephen Colbert joked about it on TV.
Know that, though.
Yeah, Colbert did a whole bit about it.
Yeah, people talked about it. And so Larry David's talking about it. So we probably wouldn't necessarily have known, but people are making jokes about it, right? Amber Rose has announced that the Slut Walk will return in 2022. So we all know yesterday we were talking about her breakup and her ex, Alexander Edwards, him saying that he just couldn't be with one woman, and she accused him of being with at least 12 different women. Well, she posted, now my agent just called me. Slut Walk 2022 is on at Live Nation. Bigger and better than ever. God is good all the time. So congratulations
He said
to
at
her.
Live Nation, so Live Nation's doing it this year, I'm assuming?
I mean, she added them, so I assume that must mean they're down with it. All right, now people are talking about Alex Rodriguez posing with this red Porsche that he gave to J-Lo for her 50th birthday. And he posted, "I'm super down to earth." And so people are saying that they think that Porsche that he gave her back in 2019, he took it back. Or maybe she gave it back and was like, "I don't want this anymore." Who knows? But yeah, she also deleted all his pictures from her Instagram feed and all of that. But
yeah, it don't mean much when you take a car back from a person who can afford the same car.
Jay don't care about that little Porsche.
You know what I mean? J-Lo could have bought that car 10 times over if she wanted to.
See how I call it a little Porsche? Because I'm speaking like J-Lo. J-Lo don't care about that
she
little
don't
Porsche.
care.
it also could have been that sometimes you break up with somebody and you hear like, "Here, take this back. I don't need it." Like maybe she was like, "I just left it there. I don't even want
She
it."
probably wasn't even really that impressed when he got it the first time. That's J-Lo. Red Porsche. Okay, right. You know what I mean?
All right, well, that is your rumor reports.
So when you say, "What do you get the person who got everything?"
Something thoughtful.
Yeah.
A car.
All right. Well, we got front page news next. We'll be talking about.
Yes, let's talk about 49-year-old Floyd Ray Roseberry. And he is a man who claimed to have a bomb near the U.S. Capitol. He's from North Carolina. We'll give you more information.
All right. We'll talk about it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.